So I'm going to let you know all up front with this episode that one of the mods, I don't know which one, it's not my mod, so I'm scot-free here. The game over issue we've had a couple of times before this series is persistent now. For whatever reason, it's also not auto-saving, which is something I've never ever seen before. So, basically, to cut a long story short, this is most of an episode. Towards the end, you'll obviously see the game over if you want to bother to actually watch this one. What I say at the end, though, is let's take the Dungeon Master into a new mod. Let's kind of put a line under this one, because one of the mods we've got going on right now is Broken Things. I want to test the Dungeon Master, and I want to take him out there into the world and see how compatible he actually is with other total conversion mods. So what we're going to do is because, again, the Nancy Dynasty, as tragic as it is, has died a horrible death because of some broken mods. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to vote in the comments whether you want Game of Thrones, Elder Kings, any total conversion mod. Take a bit, you go for more down-to-earth HIP when the world start making sense, whatever you want. We'll make that happen. We'll throw the Dungeon Master in maybe for a couple of episodes. We'll go with something crazy. We'll give ourselves an overpowered start just to see how it works, to see what chaos we can get up to in the world with something weird and wacky. And then we'll take it through a few different worlds, and then if it obviously holds up well, that's when we'll put it up on Steam. So, again, if you guys want to watch the rest of the episode, feel free, but it's a mess. If you want to watch pure chaos and me slowly losing my mind, yeah, this is the episode for you. Welcome to this absolute stain of an empire, splattered across Eastern Europe, straight from the mouth of Dribbly Necronancer, the lawful of Boethia. So, I kind of had an idea with this series. So firstly, you might notice we are no longer threatening, because I thought to myself, we've got a lot of stuff to conquer, and a lot of it is owned by quite large states, like, for example, this guy in Khazaria, and it's going to take decades of holy wars and killing people off, etc. And that then compounded with the defensive pact slowing things down, I thought it's a bit pointless, because the defensive pact isn't really stopping us anyway. We can just kind of divide states up small enough where the defensive pact is irrelevant. So I've gone ahead and removed it, but I've also removed it for a second reason, and that is I want to load up Elder Kings, Game of Thrones, whatever else total conversion mod we can think of, and see how it works in there. Just for kind of some short mini-series to kind of throw into this one as an ending thing. Let me know what you think of that idea, because I think it'd be kind of fun just to load up, like I said, Elder Kings, let the Dungeon Master go back wild, set it to every year, so we can really get a feel of how he affects these other worlds, make sure everything's working as intended. I have added some more features since yesterday. I've actually added 2 new events since yesterday as well. I want to speed through, and I want to form the Slavic Union, and I want to see, you know, like a full campaign, essentially, from start to finish, with varying amounts of degrees of Dungeon Master within, so that we've got a good test case. Then I can kind of polish the mod up, stick it on the workshop, and then we can also check out, like I said, Elder Kings, Game of Thrones, see what those things are like with the Dungeon Master. I think that'd be kind of a fun idea. So today, then, is just going to be all-out fucking butt-wild warfare to see if we can... What's going on up here? Get out of here. To see if we can actually try and form the Slavic Union before this whole idea gets a little bit too boring and trivial, huh? We just suddenly went into debt, and I'm not entirely sure why. Our courtier vanished, and she threw us into significant debt. Oh, it's because we fought that war, wasn't it, yesterday against Lithuania, and I had a bunch of troops, which I guess is a bit pointless to keep them raised now. Oh. To Egypt? No. Maybe not. Maybe I want to start stopping being Catholic soon and actually flipping over to our other religion so we can start work on that at some stage. Wow, we actually got annihilated there. Those are our retinue as well. That's quite a surprise. Dogpile them? There we are. We're fine. Okay, nothing to worry about there. Just deal with this host war, and then we'll start getting back control of kind of everything that's going on. Tidy up our borders a little bit. Give out some duchies, which I think we re-inherited. I tidied that up, actually. Yeah, we haven't really got much to do here, just in the way of tidying up. Obviously, making sure our wonders are building and whatever else. The question is, which one of our kids do we want to inherit the realm? It's a hard question. I would like to elect one of our kids rather than going for the easy one, like the Adult of Destiny. I think that does make things a little too easy for us, particularly as the side effect might not actually kick in before this campaign's over. We've got the choice of a really good diplomat with pretty crappy traits, but obviously those can be kind of altered pretty fast. We've got the choice of his younger sister, Nando's, who is an incredibly good entry character, but with lacking with regards to stewardship. Now, the stewardship isn't such a big deal given that we're 3 out of 11 on our domain size, and I mean, what else is it going to affect? Our income? I don't think we need to worry about that too much. We're actually quite a sizable empire now where our tax income from our vassals is going to be significant enough not to worry about. She also has the bonus of being charming, which is plus 20 attraction, but in a slightly weaker version of fair, but still relevant. Then we've got Bedrick and Vietnam. both of which we could see how they kind of end up there. I think my personal choice is Nando's for the time being. I'm hoping she'll actually be elected without us having to fuck around with the system. No, apparently not. Oh, Bedrick wants to be a monk. Bedrick has Rowdy, Idolizer, and Curious, so it might end up being pretty good. I'm going to say no, because I think he still has some potential here. I'm not a big fan of this. Could we go, We need to get off of Gavelkind for a start, because that's awful. If we go late feudal, we could actually flip over to primogeniture, which is better. Because Gavelkind right now, we've got many kingdoms. We're asking for trouble. So I think we'll try and flip that over if we can. There we are, perfect. You're right, Your Holiness. I'll support the Crusader any time to... Oh, I can't... I don't want to, because we've got so heavy in Catholicism, we've kind of overlooked the initial reforming the religion thing. So I'm going to ignore that. I think we'll go Primo for the time being. Bear in mind, that will mean that who will inherit? Nandel. Nandel isn't bad. Nandel might also end up dying horribly. Elective monarchy, that puts our dukes in a kind of slightly dangerous situation. I think we'll go Primo. Let's go primogeniture and see if we can flip that over on all of our titles as well. So everything is now flipped over to primogeniture. The only one we're missing is Ruthenia, which I'm not going to really be too bothered if our daughter inherits Ruthenia. We can flip that over, but we must have no vassals in Ruthenia with a negative opinion of us, which apparently we do. So let me just make sure for a start. Who have we got here? There's 2 of them. Right, send him some gifts. That'll shut him up. Boom. Okay, problem solved. And then Ruthenia back to primogeniture. Right, so we're keeping the whole kingdom together at the consequence of having a fairly crap successor. However, now that we're on primogeniture, we can focus a bit more on the eugenic side of things. We have been doing that quite a lot anyway. But this time we can really double down on it, you know, especially with these fucking bloodlines too. We haven't really got much to worry about. Bear in mind, they're already born into greatness by being an empire with many kingdoms and getting all this shit behooved on them. They're already going to be so good. I just spent about 45 minutes looking into it. Turns out that our secret society, complete fucking waste of time. So the mod doesn't actually include any secret society things by default, which means either I've got to make them all, which is, gonna be honest, not going to happen, or alternatively, just we follow the regular... The kind of intended, I guess, path. So things like declaring the holy site, but converting our capital is going to be... I don't know how we're going to pull this off. I'll be honest. I don't know how this is going to happen. Let's start. Let's get to work building up our religion. We could have probably converted the capital by now if I'd have stuck with it, but I thought maybe the secret society then included something for that, particularly as you are kind of an underground heretic thing, but then again, you are also disorganized heretic. So let's go not by religion, search vassals ruler preferably. And let's see if we can do some damage here. Are you guys... Oh, no. Oh, no. See, here's the problem. We've just converted to a religion that's almost non-existent. You know, we've got vassals who we've probably converted from it that we're now asking to convert back. A lot of them also really don't like us now that we've converted, huh? We've got a lot of zealots. Well, at least we've got the council on board. And this guy is, it's got 0.83% chance yearly. Oh no, I don't quite know how they expect you to flip your religion over, to be honest with you, to old disorganized heretic when you'd have to start somewhere really isolated, wouldn't you? You could start up in like Scandinavia or something like that, maybe Holy War against Norse, or preferably not the middle of Catholicism. That's not a great idea if you're trying to build up your own realm. Now we could obviously Holy Wars try and give ourselves some points. Oh, we can't Holy War Orthodox, even though we are a stinky heretic. Okay. Can we... Okay, that's Germany, so we definitely want to fuck with you. Yeah, see, we could do things like this. We could just Holy War and increase our moral authority very slowly. Should have already done this 3 episodes ago, when, you know, when we did those 1,000 Holy Wars at once. Why have we got a religious head when we're an unreformed religion? I feel like that's not quite right. Okay, don't worry about it. Maybe this mod isn't quite as polished as I thought it would. Chances are, let's be realistic here, chances are it's all the other crazy shit that's going on that might have caused some problems for it there. Another one has spawned. The first one didn't actually do anything. I got to stomp the third. High Chief Gertruda of Lesser Poland dies. I don't know why. And Nandinwall also dies. And I don't know why. Why are you dying? She was nothing to do with anything there. What a mess. This is all gone a bit weird towards the end here, huh? Oh, he actually did conquer some realms, though. To be fair, the Horse Lord did actually do something. Oh, no, that's terrible. Because now we've got... His name is Glitter Stomp Raisin, I'd like to point out, which is phenomenal. As the Khan. And then we've got Khan Glitter Stomp, his vassal, with 126,000 men. I feel like this guy's just going to take back over, isn't he? Wow. Well, that's a little maybe play testing that we've uncovered something not quite right there. Couple more. I'm very slowly working on flipping people over to our religion. It'll take a little while, but we're doing better than I expected. There's another one, actually. Okay, there we go. As most of our powerful vassals flipped over, I've also made sure that our area is converted as well. And with a couple of holy wars under our belt, too, just to get the basest moral authority, we should be fine. Lost holy wars. Okay, so we're starting at -6, which is just fantastic, isn't it, really? Huh. Right, that's some war score. Very good. What about you? Independent Catholic. We can holy war Catholics. We can't holy war Orthodox for reasons unbeknownst to me. Why an even more detached religion you wouldn't be able to declare holy war on, but, you know, there we go. Boom, there's another one. Okay, so we're back up to 0 now, correct? Oh, what a mess. On the plus side, a lot of these guys are Catholic. This is giving us a real way in to grabbing a load of land, as well as obviously starting to set our religion up here. Oh, God, he's already given up. Oh, shit. Novgorod's within striking range. Yeah, I'll take the whole of Novgorod, if you don't mind. And we just empowered the religion, apparently, to 5%. Strength and religion gave 2%. Brilliant. Well done, people. We're at 5% moral authority. Ooh, a hunting dog. Nice, thank you. Let's go hunter, then. How long is, how old is she right now? She's in, like, 40, yeah, 49. Okay. Boom. We're picking up a lot of land very quickly now that we're no longer Catholicism. To be fair, there's a really good post on Reddit, on the CK2 Reddit, of a guy who basically teaches a masterclass on how to do a lot of damage very fast in CK2 with things like religion flipping, using, basically just abusing mechanics. But I will warn you, if you read it, you'll basically realize that this is quite a fragile game and very, very, very easy to break. So, I'll see if I can find a link to it. I'll post it in Discord or something later on. But it's insane how easy it is to pick up land in CK2 once you really know what you're doing. Let's put it that way. Right, let's also dish some shit out, because we have a lot of land going here. Here, you can have basically any spare duchies. We're just gonna throw here to anybody of our religion with high stewardship. That's my only barrier to entry. Very nice. What is all this stuff we've got? It's all... Oh, Novgorod still have land. Oh, shit, that's annoying. Let's see if we can get rid of you. 99.1%. And let's keep going for our... Really? Really? Mohammed is not up for it. Hang on. Our theologian... Our theologian priest with 29 learning does not want me to declare war, a holy war, to gain more land for our people, because... I'm just going to give him that. The Bishop's Crozier. That will shut him up. There we are. Because he has more important wars? Oh, no. Okay, more dwarfs. This is quite the mess. He keeps running kind of the same events, but past their minimum, you know. So I think what I might do before we go on our other adventures in Game of Thrones, whatever else, is increase the amount of time before an event can come back into the system, because that's 2 episodes in a row we've had Dwarf Fortress, and that kind of defeats the point. Let's also make you Master of the Swans, and let's also make you... God, I can't do anything else really for him now, can I? So hopefully he'll stop being a dick. Still not being... Oh, come on. Oh! We're now playing as Nando's, which is who we wanted to play with anyway. Oh, he died of an infected wound. I thought she might have killed him off. Oh, interesting. That's great. That's fantastic news. I don't mind that at all. What wars are important for this guy, then? Let's find out. So he's got this. He's got his entire... What do you want? Request council. I'm just going to buy a favor from him. Do you think we can buy a favor from this guy? What's he want? 600 gold. I guess not. I should also really deal with some of this land. I did want to obviously give it all away before we went into battle. Oh, sorry, not give it away until we've got the last of Novgorod, is how I meant to say. That's a pain in the ass. Hey! Oh, we lost kind. Never mind, doesn't matter. Okay, we're in. They're still not up for it. You are a son of a bitch. This fucking priest is killing me, because we can't exactly sack him either, because he's got 29 learning in a time where converting people is key. What can I do? I guess we'll start swaying him. Send him some gold. There we are. That'll shut him up for a while, I hope. Give him a couple of days just to change his position on the council. And now, hopefully, we can come out swinging. There we are. Good shit. Okay. Moving. I've got to be a bit more careful about just declaring war on Catholicism like this, so... so kind of gung-ho. Let's be a bit more conservative with where we actually dive in. Okay, so we've got... Is this all one duchy? That would be insane. Oh, God, he's got 3 duchies here. I guess this is the most sensible one to go for, but here's a suzerain to Khazaria, but Khazaria has already been knocked down a peg, haven't they? We've got Khazaria, we've got another Khazaria, and then we've got these guys which have all splintered away. I want to keep the speed up, simply because moral authority is a tricky beast. Mainly because the AI obviously have the ability to contribute, let's call it that, have the ability to contribute to moral authority, and the AI are god-awful. Really just awful people to have around. I would prefer them to just have no control of the system. Sure, they can give us a little bit of moral authority, but for the most part, they end up taking it away in droves. So, I wonder how he's doing. Yeah, I wonder how he's doing too. So let's keep the foot on the accelerator here and really blitz ahead as fast as possible. Otherwise, we're never going to be able to see what this religion can potentially do for us. Well, that wasn't too bad. There we go. Very nice. What are we up to now? 14% moral authority. Chance of converting the capital is a mighty 2.4%. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's a start. It's a start. It's not a good start, but it is a start. Right, you can have that one. There we are. Although, the Slavic Union is going along quite nicely, isn't it? We need to come and deal with these guys. Let's double back here. Let's go and hit Estonia, and then we'll head down through... I know they're not Slavic, but we'll tidy this up, otherwise our border's going to look hideous, aren't they? Tories, Crusaders. Wow. Queen Mona, the Sword of the Lord of Egypt. Wow, that's actually fairly impressive. What's she got going on there? Our Blood of Wall of Sunario the Gutless, and Blood of Neil and the Nine Hostages. What is going on here? Wow. That's actually quite a cool ruler to get in charge of that. Okay, move fast, because their reinforcements are coming in. Shit. That's what I mean, but, like, even though we haven't got defensive pacts, we're still going to be fighting just as many bloody people as we were before, given that we are now at war with the whole realm of Catholicism. Defensive pacts would have made it, like, impossible to even move, so I feel like it probably wasn't a terrible idea. Oh, God, they are coming in hard. Okay, stop. We are good. Chunk of Estonia. We can now go over to Courland, have this kind of weird... Oh, we can actually just take that. I think I'd rather take this one to start off with. Maybe we take a chunk out of... Well, let's come down to here. Let's take a chunk out of Lithuania instead. That was still at truce with them. I don't remember when we actually went to war with this guy. But there are some actually kind of misleading states over at this side. Like, we've got this guy, for example. I mean, he's just a suzerain, but he has 1 land there. So we're going to deal with Russian Ashens. Is that you? Oh, and of course we can't holy war them because he's Orthodox, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. But there we go. I think we're actually stuck again in terms of holy wars. Come back up to Vladimir. We can take Vladimir. This is not going to be too pretty, is it? Let's kick out all these prisoners too. I'd prefer the gold at this point, to be honest with you. Just in case of, I don't know, say Crusade coming in our direction. That would not be ideal. Right, so where are we sending our troops up to? Second one's here. Have we been to war with Veps? No? Oh, okay. That's oh, for fuck's sake. It's another one. It's another fucking boring old event again. Alright, you can go. Very good. I want to get this religion reformed today. That's my goal. We're never going to be able to do that, are we? Bear in mind the holy sites are like Rome and crazy places like that. Although, look at all this stuff just ready for us to move in on and try and unify here. Good shit. Okay. And this is all part of what we've got here. Ruthenia. Obviously, we need Ruthenia. Wait, what? What's going on with that there, fella? Borders have gone a little bit strange, I will admit. That's the de jure borders of Ruthenia. What? I don't like that. That's fucked up. Right, let's go down here. Hit this guy next. Oh! What are you talking about? It's Emperor Boleslav. Who the hell is Emperor Bohuslav? Game over. We didn't even die. Oh, this fucking game. This mod pack was way too ambitious, wasn't it? For this already cursed playthrough. And it didn't autosave? Something really fucking cursed has gone on. Oh, that's fine. I've just lost half an hour of my life. No, I haven't. I've lost an hour of my life. That's fine. It's not like we're on a fucking schedule we've got to keep here. How has this happened? What the fuck has happened? It's now 1 hour later. Basically, for reasons unknown to me, it's not actually auto-saving. Which is obviously a pain in the ass, because it means if I ever want to save the game, I've got to close the game and reopen it. the game over issue keeps happening, and I don't know what the hell it is, and we've seen it before, but it's happening all the time, and I know it's not my mod doing it, so maybe something from the Steam Workshop is updated and is killing everything, but this is... I mean, there's a limit to how many mods we can remove before we break everything anyway. So I don't know whether we just take the loss on this one and accept that this is a truly fucking cursed experience. But we achieved our goal, the meta goal of course, making the Dungeon Master mod. Gives me a lot of time as well to actually work on the Dungeon Master, get it up to scratch. And then I'll let you guys vote on maybe what mod we should try out in first. Just for kind of a mini, maybe 5-episode series of testing out the Dungeon Master in a different playthrough, maybe doing something crazy in the Elder Kings, Game of Thrones, any mod you guys can think of, and just running it through there, seeing how that works together, seeing if there are any issues with that before I obviously publish it live. Yeah, I don't know what's causing this, and I'll be honest, I feel like it's going to take more fixing. Well, let's put it this way, I think by fixing it, I'm most likely just going to break the entire fucking campaign, because if it's a mod that adds traits, I have to preserve the traits while also undoing the breakages. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a complete mess. So, I'll leave it down to you guys. I'll let you be the judge on this one, because I'll be honest, I'm not going to sit here and holy war the rest of the Slavic Union, only to have the game, A, not save on me, and B, get a random game over completely out of nowhere, and lose it all and be back to square one again. Because that is not fun. That's awful. That's just about the worst thing that could possibly ever happen. So, limit it down to you guys. Let me know what you think, and we'll take it from there. Maybe let's just vote. Fuck it. Let's just vote on a new series. Go on. Vote on what mod you want to see the Dungeon Master in first, and we'll dive in with that. I think that could be quite fun. Maybe Elder Kings play as a Dragonborn for the first time in forever, and just see what trouble we can get it to as a Dragonborn in the Elder Kings with the Dungeon Master kicking around, or something like that. Test it for a little while, then we'll get it live. Move on to a whole new CK2 actual series this time, rather than a kind of half and half. Well, thank you, Nancy Dynasty. You've been an utter disappointment. I can't really blame the Dynasty. I have to blame someone who put their mod up on Steam that has random game overs without thinking about the consequences of that. Thank you, Steam mods. So what you get for building... Don't build a mod pack of 50 different mods without merging them is essentially the... is essentially the lesson to be learned today. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to, of course, the Coffee and the Patreon supporters for making this... garbage series possible in the first place. Thank you goes out to our Patreon supporters of the day, including Darth Hawk, Vacuous Backers, Xerix, Under the Couch, Layla, Pang Power, Facunda Vasquez, Anthony Gawley, Chris, Justin Rules, Angelo, Michael Mullen, Scare Blueberry, Crowskull, and Shay, and our coffee producers of the day, including Aramis, Commissar Taj, One of Day's Patty Pat Pies, John H, Serthor the Swede, Felpy, Dave Ash, Chipple Lagrone, Milo Eyes, Silent Sentinel, Crowskull, Pang Power, 2.0 and Dracone for their support over on both the Patreon and Coffee platforms. So big thanks to these guys. And a thank you as well goes out on Patreon to somewhere on my list: Alex Bogard, Noobmeister, Zega the Chaos King, Chronic Blob, Justin Plot, Kane GB, But I'm Homeless, Haji Dumar, Nick, Blood for the Blood God, Gaz, Tentacle Beast Loves Trees, Mr. Who, Dranmere, Cass, Q, Rob Girth, and the other Patreon backers, along with, of course, a thank you to those over on Coffee, including Cat, Prometheo, Deadly Kitten Hunt, Infectious, Number 5, Mr. Streamer's Little Slut, Matthewson T, Mantle, Argus, Dommies, Big Chungus, Varlord, Mayo, Tempe, Aka, Viazine, Spectre 2319, and Connor D. Big thanks to you guys. I'm never been more disappointed in the series ending in my life, and I wouldn't even know where to begin out of one of these 50 mods to start solving it. I'll see what I can do, but again, the vote still stands here. This is garbage, real bad.